Yes, sir. We back. Brooklyn 214 podcast, special Mars versus Venus.
Hey.
Your boy K. Lou, Brooklyn, KEVSONIAN the third, Jen, special guest JADE over here.
Double J. We're gonna pick up where we left off.
Yeah, we stopped talking. She said, "Church women, go ahead."
Yeah, so I was like 8 or 9 months pregnant, like ready to pop, basically. You know, they were just like, you're about to have the baby. Just remember, after you have this baby, don't forget your husband. You still gonna need to do, your wifely duties, and because men are babies, so if you don't give him the attention that he needs, he's gonna go get it from somewhere.
We gonna start off on this.
Oh, I co-signed that one. Yeah. I totally co-signed men are babies. Yes, y'all are.
But we're babies when we're sick.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. When you have the man flu, yes.
When we're sick.
When you're sick, yes.
When I'm sick,
it's
down.
Just like that episode of Martin. It's like,
yes.
Oh, baby.
But no, I've definitely had to coddle a man, their feelings, walk on eggshells, like, oh my God, I wanna.
You mean like after the baby was born?
Normally, I'm rough, I'm abrasive, I'm brash, I'm honest, I'm blunt, I'm straight to the point.
That's probably why.
You mean after the baby was born though? Like you had to coddle and
yes,
comfort.
like after the baby was born, and that would make me even more abrasive because now I'm pissed off. So I'm talking from a place of anger. Yeah. And normally when I'm not angry, I can consider your feelings in how I say things. But if I'm angry, F your feelings. Like, it's going to come out how it comes out. And I've totally, I've had to coddle. I've really had to self-check. And I'm angry. And I'm totally justified in my anger, maybe. But I still have to coddle. And, no. Yeah. And maybe it's not all men because I hate generalizations, but the men I've dealt with in the past.
I was trying to concern the boys.
Yes, guys.
No, but
with the coddling and stuff?
No.
Just like
the whole thing you said.
God, y'all damn mind.
Yeah.
What insults me the most is that they're expecting this man to automatically cheat on his wife just because he couldn't get it for a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
right.
So him not
what
being
type
able
of faith
to.
You have in him?
Yeah, for a couple of weeks.
Exactly.
And he's gonna totally just find someone else. Find someone else who will do it.
But no, my man told me once I found all of that mess in his phone, he told me the reason that he was doing that because I was not putting out while I was pregnant with our son.
Get out of here.
I've been told that before. Yes. That's why he did the things he did.
It's gonna lead to the next subject.
Somebody's out there is agreeing with this
I know
guy.
that.
Someone out here shares that same point of view.
And it's ridiculous.
We need you to come in and explain yourself.
Yes, please explain yourself.
Because I don't understand that mind state right there. She's pregnant. What can you expect? Masturbation is a real thing. It helps out sometimes. You know what I mean? Try it. You know what I mean? You might actually like this under your hard times. So I don't seem to understand how you cannot refrain yourself or grow hair on your hands. You don't grow hair on your hands. Well, I don't understand how you can't refrain yourself, man, because
too much friction.
The consideration of it all.
Yeah.
Then again, those must be the men that like. No, I'm not gonna do it. Go ahead.
No, wait a second.
Sex while she on up here. You know what I mean? Them type of men right there that demand sex from a woman that's stomach is bloated. You want to bang the head of your child. I don't want to bang the head of my child. It's soft enough. You know what I mean? I don't need to give them any help. So I would not be banging the head of my child. I think after a certain amount of months, you have to refrain yourself from banging your woman who was pregnant. What was it? 7 months? I think that's too much. Then her stomach is large and you sit up here trying to eat. It's not going to work out that way. You know what I mean?
They say women want it.
They do.
It's good. But at the same time, from that guy, if he wanted that bad, he'll go get someone else.
Down. It fluctuated. Sometimes, I'm 8 months and I'm ready to jump. We about to get it. But sometimes I'm like, don't touch me. And I need you to respect that.
And I think it's just a matter of being sensitive to the situation.
Yes.
I'm not gonna hang from the ceiling and do and do a split while I'm pregnant, and then after I have the baby,
say why not?
Because I weigh an extra 50 pounds.
Exactly.
But women are in shape,
But then it's also just and then after give me a few weeks to
give me a minute
to get back to normal. I did just actually push a whole human, mind you. Mine is the size of freaking Hulk. He's kind of big for his age. So
2 C-sections. So really don't touch me.
Yeah.
I can't even bend over right now and you want me to throw it back. No, it's not.
I don't want to mess
happen.
up anything that may need to be getting back intact, on the way, so I really do think you shouldn't rush that process, you know what I mean? Let it happen, because the sex will be there and it'll be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think sex is better when a woman has had a baby already. I'm sorry. It is. It's me.
It is.
Kayla's like, it is.
It is. Yep. I co-sign that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
I want to hear Brooklyn's take on
I've had
that.
food.
Yeah,
I want to hear his
What's
take
your
on this
take
whole.
on that?
Come on, Brooklyn. Come on,
I'm
man.
saying what you saying.
He trying to be all quiet.
I want you to be
now.
spoken about
Yeah.
the Giants.
Ooh.
Saying, is it better once they have the baby?
Or just basically, man.
They say pregnant sex is better, but I feel
No doubt,
I
it
don't
is.
agree with that. You know what I mean?
Up to maybe 7, 8 months. Yeah, it is.
You gotta count that.
It is.
Then it's just cumbersome.
But then for me, my experience,
We're talking about this.
like going back to my sons
We're
when
really talking about this.
when my sons were being born. That's nasty, bro.
Okay, you feel me, man? I'm not trying to say it's nasty.
Not nasty,
But
nasty.
you didn't tell me.
But when it's coming out, I almost gagged a little bit. Like, oh my god.
Thank you.
What, when you saw the birthday of the
And then
child?
Yeah, I can't look.
yes,
I saw the
birth,
first.
the
and the second, I was
placenta.
like,
Can't look.
Oh my god.
you better look.
The doctor tried to give me the baby. I'm like, you better wash him off.
Okay, good. I felt bad because they tried to give me my child,
Somebody cut the
both of
umbilical
them, and
cord.
I was
I
like,
did it with my daughter.
no,
Yeah,
wash
I
them
was
off.
shaking too.
I did. I was
I did
shaking.
the same thing with my daughter.
I
Wash
need a
her
clean
off.
baby.
I'm like,
Wash that baby off.
Yeah, I'm
I don't want all that blood and other
You
junk
know
going
what's
on.
funny? I had twin boys. I
They
actually
already
thought about
ugly
them when
anyway.
they pulled them out.
Be ugly
And they asked me, did I want to hold them? I was kind of like, is it time?
Yo, do y'all,
hold on.
when women have the baby, do y'all realize how mangled y'all cooch looks?
I had 2 C-sections.
Listen.
So
I
got
didn't
mine.
down
Yeah,
there.
I had
so I don't
C-sections.
remember.
Dude, I was like,
Yeah,
what
I
in the hell? Just
Luckily, mine
happened
stayed
here?
intact.
I wasn't right for a couple of months.
Yeah, it's like a complete
Now,
That
people.
6 weeks
It's
didn't
like,
mean
I,
nothing to me.
I tend to like a deli sandwich
6 weeks didn't mean
looking,
nothing to me.
I feel
cooch,
so sorry
okay?
for
So
my
I don't
wife.
know.
I'm like, oh my
All right,
God.
I don't mind a
I feel
little.
sorry for her, man.
I don't mind a little.
No,
But
no.
that process,
No,
we
talking
just
about
so
when it's
happy the
fully
baby
dilated.
coming out.
Okay. Fully dilated.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, the dude, that's not.
Yes,
Bro.
I've seen a picture of it. I've seen a
Oh
picture of
my
my little sister.
I wasn't right.
Coming out.
Yeah?
Like,
From your
legit.
mom's.
Well, okay, that's a whole nother story. We ain't
All
even
right,
gonna get
all
into that.
But you saw it.
But I saw the
Yeah.
picture. Like, they took the picture and like legit, like it was the crowning.
Oh my god.
And so it's like 2 legs right here,
Look at Jay
and then
face.
there's the cooch,
Oh
and then
my
there's like
God.
this head. Like I'm just
Crowning.
like,
Oh my god.
mind you, my little sister's like 11 now, so
Oh
this is
my
like
God.
my junior, senior in high school when I saw this, and I was so traumatized. I was like, you know what? I don't even know if
That's
I want a
it.
baby.
Never having babies.
After my first son, that 6 weeks didn't mean nothing to me. I was like,
Yeah, I'm
is
cool.
this?
I'm
Yeah,
cool.
that's-
I'm cool. I can wait the process.
Mentally, though, I feel like there's that disconnect that we talked about between the guy and the girl once a baby comes into the picture.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, I was thinking about this in the car. I was like, because I'm like so ready to have another baby. I'm just like, man, but we went through, and maybe because it was our first kid, like we went through like a disconnect, and maybe some of it had to do with me going through postpartum, but we had some of our biggest arguments, our biggest fights, right, like in that first year of like having a kid. I was just like, what is the freaking?
'Cause it was
It's
new.
added.
It's
It's like it's
different.
new.
It's something
First
new.
kid.
Classic
Your whole
personality.
You
dynamic
gotta
is
adjust to
changed.
it.
Yeah.
Learn each other
yeah,
again.
y'all gotta agree.
Let me tell you
on
something.
Parenting.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Right. If a dad, if he's about his kids, and the woman got that same type of mentality,
Yeah.
the problems work himself out quick, real quick. I'm a disciplinarian. I don't think my wife is as much as I am. Like, I'll fuck one of my sons up if I had to. But I'm a little different with my daughter. I still get in her ass, but
This is different.
it's just different. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're on the same page with the kid, if the upbringing and discipline and all of that, everything falls into place.
That's the
after that.
hardest part. That's the
Yeah, being
most common
disciplined.
factor.
Yeah.
But you know, my experience is coming from
Somebody
want to
be soft.
Yeah. So everything is on you. So,
Everything.
yeah.
I have to be the fun maker. and the disciplinarian.
Ooh.
I have to be the teacher
That's work.
and the medic. I have
That
to
is
be
work.
the chauffeur, and you know I have
Single
to be.
parents
I have to
don't
be it
get-
all.
And you have to be the confidant.
Yeah, single parents
Yeah.
don't get
Right.
that.
You gotta understand the point of view.
And
Single
then,
parents
like,
don't get
they're-
that credit, man.
It's not like their dads are not in their lives. They're
Yeah.
here. They're around. I get my child support like every 2 weeks.
So in other words, they doing minimal.
But it's,
Let's not talk about it.
exactly. It's the minimalist. Like you're doing the basic level.
I can't do that, man.
And so because because the bar is here and you're here and kids need here, I have to be here. Like it's crazy.
Well, you gotta,
crazy.
well, you know, like I told myself, you know, in front of their faces, you have to show them what you're trying to, you know, inspire them to do. And at the same time, you also have to realize that you're growing and learning too.
Yeah.
You know, you have to remember that at all times, because if you don't, you can put too much pressure on yourself.
So
You know,
I've broken down, like legit. And my daughter, she's so intuitive. That little Libra. Oh my God, she is so intuitive. She hones in and she knows, like, because you know, as a mother, I'm not even gonna lie. It's not all peaches and roses and strawberries and cupcakes and unicorns. Sometimes they're unicorn shits. I'm sorry. And I get to a point where I'm just over it. Like I'm sometimes even question whether I wanted to be a mom or not. You know what I mean? And it gets to that point. And my daughter, she's so intuitive that I remember, like, just this past week, my son, he's been struggling. He's only in kindergarten, but he's been struggling with his attention and behavior in class. And I got to a point where I could not deal with it anymore. And I just sat down in the kitchen, like literally in my kitchen, just in the middle of the floor, just sitting down with my head in my lap. And my daughter, she saw it, and I tried not to present it in front of her, but it's kind of, you probably do need to see it a little bit too. I don't want to put too much on you, but you also maybe need to see just a little bit of the struggle. She came in and she was like, "Mom, are you okay?" And she gave me a kiss and she gave me a hug and she said, "Mommy, it's gonna be okay." And then I got the fuck up. You know what I mean? So it's a definitely an added pressure, but it's so worth it. I saw them. I dropped my son off and they were both just walking hand in hand and laughing and goofing, and I just had to look at them and I was just like, you know what? That moment that you were sitting in that kitchen on the floor, this is what you're doing that for. You know what I mean?
When they're adults,
you just have to take
see.
that moment. You know?
Once they turn adults, you're gonna see what the hard work.
All of it was
you're
for.
gonna see it all come back.
And that's what I'm hoping.
Now that we're on that topic, though, like just, you know, being the one doing it all, and please don't take it all that I mean this as a general all man.
Right.
But how is it? I feel like, and there are exceptions to every rule.
Yeah.
How is it so easy for a man to be able to like not be around his kids all the time?
I don't know.
Because it happened to him when he was young.
I have the slightest idea. I can't
Because it would break my
brother.
heart. Like, I can't do
Slightest
it.
idea.
Dude, I didn't come up with a father. Like, the last time I spoke to my father on the phone, that motherfucker asked me, "What you want?"
What?
If he was in front of me, I probably would have laid his ass down. I would have emptied a clip in his ass.
Damn.
From that point on, I made a promise to myself. My kids, the four of them, Tiana, Jordan, Daquan, Devon, the four of them, I could never, they could get me mad as hell. I could never turn my back on my kids.
No.
Whatever you want,
Just
dad is here.
Just completely walk
And
away.
understand, dad will knock somebody's head off for you too. I'm unconditional love for my kids. If you don't come up with that, some men feel like, I ain't have it coming up.
Right.
I ain't gonna give it to this. Nah, why would I do that?
That should make you want to do it more though.
Yeah, but for me, exactly, the type of dude I am, I give my kids hard love, if that makes sense.
Yeah, tough love.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But they know at the end of the day, dad ain't going nowhere. I'm here no matter what.
Yes.
I'm here.
Yes.
And so if you grow up without that type of upbringing, your dad ain't nowhere around, or some kids, they grew up in a single mother home.
Yeah.
And the mother never says I love you. I tell my daughter this shit, she probably like, damn, I know you love me.
They get tired of hearing it.
But when she's 16, 17, ain't no man gonna come to her and be like, yo, I love you, shorty, blah, blah, blah.
Nah.
Nigga, what else you got? My daddy tell me this every day. What else you got? You gotta come with it. What
Come
you
correct.
got? My daughter gonna understand. You can't just come to me with the words. Actions speak way louder than any word you can say to me. So you gotta think along those borders.
Well,
that's good stuff, bro. That's good stuff. Yeah.
This was an interesting conversation.
So,
loved it.
Let's all right, Jen, we gonna holler at you. Yes. One more question for you though, because I want to get into this.
Okay.
Dating.
Okay.
2018.
So I'm gonna give my opinion and I'm gonna dip, but let me know.
You date off of social media or not?
Okay, so yes and no. I have been on a couple Tinder dates. The one of the Tinder dates, actually, we're friends now. He wasn't the right one for me, but we're cool. The other Tinder date was the date from hell. He was an Uncle Tom.
These are strangers, right?
Strangers, just somebody you met off, he was an Uncle Tom. He criticized everything about me, and I told him I was gonna cut him. So that's how that date ended. But generally, like me personally, when I date somebody, I like to get to know somebody, and I don't feel like I can really get to know you just by what you doing, what you got on, where you at, how was your day, what you doing. Like, no, I need to sit and chill and have an experience and a conversation with you. That's my opinion on it. Truth be told. Love y'all. Thank you.
That's perfect timing because the camera just went there. So we got maybe like 2 more things to get into. Jay will have to hold it down for the women. Jen, happy birthday. Have fun at your party. And we'll be back. Brooklyn 214 podcast. We'll holler at you.
You don't have proof.